Hello, welcome back to DBC Reads. It feels so good to be back in front of this screen with books all around me to share with my viewers. I took a hiatus for a couple of months because, well, one, I got sick, two, I got busy, and then just like with anything, if you don't stay in the habit of it, you will lose the habit. So now that I've got a little bit more time back, I decided to get back into the habit of making these videos and sharing books with you. And I hope to be sharing videos with you daily, and hopefully I won't get too busy for that. And I'm very excited because I've been reading still made time to read, but I did not take enough time to share that with any of you. So I'm excited to be back. I want to share with you today a book that I read that, really I just bought it because the cover is really pretty. It is called The Soulmate. It is by Sally Hepworth. It is about this couple who have children and they've dealt with some trauma, so they decide to move. Now the wife, her family is very supportive, so they move with them. If I were in that situation, I'd probably be grateful to my family, partially, but partially also be like, we're moving away, you don't have to follow. She appreciates the support, but then she doesn't really appreciate the fact that they're always in her business. But they have their own reasons for why they're always in her business, which you will find out by the end of the story. But you don't necessarily realize because you kind of get into the middle of this story with the characters. You don't know the trauma right away that they dealt with back in their previous life. The naivete of the female lead character, the wife, and her understanding of the world in different situations. Her parents have an outside view looking in, so they see things that she doesn't see and is not aware of. They move into this house, though, this beautiful house. It's on a cliff, and there is a point right outside their kitchen window, they can see it, where they didn't realize why they got the house so cheap either. But people would go up to that point on the cliff and jump and commit suicide. And they realized that that is why the house was such a great deal. So they encounter this, and the husband goes out every time he sees a jumper and he tries to talk them down and coax them down, and will even reach out and try to help them back. After the first one, the emergency services teams were like, this is what you need to do if you're going to do that. If you really want to do that, but you can't touch them, you got to stay away. Don't coax them into going off because you might accidentally push them, or God forbid, or whatever. And so he's following the procedures. Every time now they know, oh, we have to call 911 when this happens. He's going to go out and try to talk them down. And one night there's a woman that walks up onto the point to jump. And the wife realizes that she knows this woman from their past. And so she's trying to figure out what happened, because the woman did jump. Or did her husband push her? Or what really happened? She's trying to figure it out. She doesn't understand. She thinks maybe her husband had an affair with the woman and she was coming to confront the wife, and so he pushes her off. Doesn't know. So it's a journey through that story. She feels kind of caged in. Then the husband comes of that woman who died, and he's someone else from their past. He's the husband's former boss, and so they're trying to figure that out. And what happened, he seems very menacing and almost like mafia type, where he could just go and kill them because he doesn't like what's going on, the fact that his wife died. You've got a very intricate story that the author lays out very well for the main characters. And then you get to kind of see the outside view of why the family followed them, why things go the way that they do. And this is a story that will just have you wrapped in and trying to figure out why things are going the way they are and what's going to happen next. So I hope you enjoy it. Happy reading.